Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Farm Manager World, episode number 6. We've had a real dilemma trying to continue the campaign. Finances are fine, but we've not been able to do the one thing that they've been requesting of us, which is to plant our new cabbage organic field. What's been going on with that one is we have some starving animals. This is driving me nuts that this continually is happening, as we have no food here. We have a worker. She just seems to never make it with enough food. And the silo is just like right there. It's right there. She's coming back. She's dropping. I need to get a second worker. I'm tired of losing these guys. It's costly. With a second worker, that better bring enough food. Back to the task at hand. As we need to sell some peas first. Okay, so the peas, that's 4,000. Right now we have 3,500 cabbage seedling organic. We have 2 production facilities making nothing but cabbage seedling organic. But right now we're short by 300. Right now we are a day or two away from having. But we are also 5 days away from losing. If we wait just a second, will this warning go away, and will they start planting the farm? Because if they do start planting the farm, they'll take from the stuff that's going to go bad first. I'm going to take my chances this time on losing $3,000 worth of cabbage seedlings. It is so close to being done. Do we have a tractor available right now? Yes, all 3. We have 3 tractors these days. Will all 3 tractors be available? They are. We have it, but will it take it? In the meantime, the other facility, I discovered why this one's running a little bit slower, and that is our worker, Esme Warren, is still a bit of a beginner, where Emily Smith is maxed out. She's the perfect employee. But will the logistics transfer our recently completed seedlings fast enough? Well, looks like not fast enough, because we are suddenly down to 200 and it didn't get transferred fast enough. By the way, though, we are so close. We're so close to it being done. Okay, 200 of it just got moved. Or all 400 of it, for that matter. But it's just... And now we're 600 short. And now we're short by just 8. 8 away from having what we need. The latest calculation has us 108 short. One moment it says we have enough, one moment we don't. There again. Notification is gone for the time being. There is no warning right now. But the field is about to start. The field is getting planted. Finally, cabbage on the way. We've been waiting a long time for this one. And as they would have used the oldest seed first, and I'm assuming that, they're rather full. Right? It's definitely happening, so fantastic. We've already scheduled Dexter Barker and the next tractor. In the meantime, it's late August, so what the season is like, we won't know until it's done planting. We'll know that here soon enough, but even this takes a while. Alright, that stage is finally done here within the campaign. Soon we will need both cabbage and cucumbers, establish a crop rotation of organic cabbage and organic cucumbers in our large field. Also complete the refrigeration systems training and install a cold storage chamber upgrade in at least one warehouse so you can store crops for a longer period before they get spoiled. That's definitely something we need. Sooner rather than later. So we're looking at organic cucumbers for our crop rotation. So let's go ahead and set that now. 55 days. So it's going to take 2 months to get through. That does mean that it'll be done in November, or early November, or late October. So we will get that first harvest done. Oh, that was exhausting. That was exhausting, and that does mean we'll need seeds again. So having a double cycle, at least for part of it, we're going to need to set up something for the organic cucumber as well. Which means I really think we need a third, right? One can spend half of its time on one crop and half of its time on the other crop, and you need a third one to see out what's going on for the other field. Otherwise, we're never going to get enough of both unless the research is going to, well, the research will take care of it, right? Complete the refrigeration systems training and install a cold storage chamber upgrade in at least one warehouse. That's going to be the key to not have it go bad. In which case, we need to change one of these after the cycle, which this one will be there soon. There we go, that's complete. Let's change this to the organic cucumber. And that's that one. So just like we have for the other, we now need to auto trade cucumber. All right, so 3 stages to the current campaign mission. We've already selected the crop rotation. To get that cold storage, we need to get the refrigeration systems done. So let's go ahead and start the process for that one. 15,000, we already have everything else that we need as we enter fall season, and we spend that 15,000. That will be done in... Okay, we've already started the seed production for the cucumber, and we'll continue that production here. The refrigeration should help us take care of... There we go, the refrigeration system is done. We want to start with a refrigeration upgrade, install cold storage. Yeah, it extends resource expiration date by 4, which means we'll be fine now. So 6,000 for that one. We'll definitely put that on that nearest warehouse. And there you go. Just like that, we no longer have an expiration issue. And that part of the campaign is done. On to expand animal farming opportunities by completing the ostrich breeding training and building a small ostrich farm and buying 10 ostriches. Pretty easy for that. Let's get the training going first. Okay, so to get to the ostrich breeding, we need to employ 6 employees overall with animal skill and have a medium coop. I think I have 5 right now, so we just need to hire an additional staff member for this facility. Okay, we're also going to need a medium coop before we can get that, so that'll take care of that, and then employing that will also get us there. There's our medium coop. 5,000. And it will fit right here. That's fine. That's a good spot for it. Even though it's on the main road. Not a huge fan of it being on the main road. Okay, we need to hire additional employees. Oops, staff limit. Okay, we have our staff limit for the first time. So before we can do anything with that one, I'm guessing that's because we are at 8 and 8. And yes, we are. Can we hire more than 16 right now? That's the big question. Our current employee staff limit is 25. So we can get another house and get it placed. 30,000 upfront cost, but we definitely have that covered, and yes, it does fit in that spot, so we'll get it placed there. Okay, apparently we're still blocked by training, even though it says we do have the ability to employ more staff. That probably includes our number of temporary employees. So let's go ahead and complete that training. It'll be done in 10 days. As I don't want to decrease that number as we grow and expand anyway. I was planning on increasing that towards its maximum sooner rather than later, as it were. So with 2 staff, these 2 seem to be enjoying life. They are doing much better. Curious what this first harvest will be like. 17 days till it's ready. We're probably going to need assistance. I would also like to get another field What's it going to cost to get the pump on this one? 5,000? We're going to do 5,000. Watering is no longer a problem. These 2 fields would be the next ones to get the water addition. Ooh, got something going bad here soon. Oh man, we've got some harvests in. Holy cow. Okay, I have been a little distracted. So we've got blackcurrant, we've got melon, we've got a lot of barley. A lot of barley. That's a huge amount of barley. Oh no, we're not selling the cucumber. That's for our seed production. All right, we have a barley contract. What else do we have right now? Blackcurrant, no. Melon, no. We'll go ahead and deliver the barley with a 27.7% increase. And then we'll go ahead and sell the rest, the blackcurrant, the melon, remainder of the melon, the barley, and we're looking at 27,000. The silage is down to 595. Let's look at a contract, a purchase contract for silage. We'll do a small purchase of 2,000, the 20% 20% savings. Suddenly we're back up to 150,000. We're also harvesting bok choy right now, and I think it's worth checking to see if we have a contract for that one. Nothing right now for the bok choy, but we did finish the first training we needed. We needed to hire, there we go, now we can. Oh, but nobody does the animals right now. We'll have to wait. We also need to get that small coop in, which makes me think it's time to extend our road a little bit this way, even though it's gonna cost us a tree there. But we can build the ostrich enclosure while we're waiting. Oh, no, we have to complete research for that. Actually, can I complete the research? No, I can't complete the research for that because I don't have 6 employees with the animal skill. Even though we have 6 employees working there, one of them does not have the animal skill. Which makes me think we should probably move somebody off of the task. Willow Bell, how do I tell from here what is her skill set? Now she's at a 100%. Guess that's the main thing. Gaining experience for Mr. Slater. Beekeeping. There you go. Isaac Richardson's the one. He's a beekeeper, and he is not gaining experience here. So he's somebody I would like to replace. He's struggling at his job, which could be why those animals are dying. It's not that it requires 2 employees, as that one only requires 1. These require 2, and that's part of the reason why they were struggling. This one was close enough to everything it needs that it was just about keeping up. This one, not quite. And that one, not quite, because of skill. There's one. Eliza Powell. Get her hired. And there's 2. George Day. Get him hired. Alright, that's both spots filled. That also gives us the 6. We can start the research for the ostrich breeding. There it is. 18,000. No problem these days. We're at 164 even after spending that 18K. We'll be able to buy the small ostrich enclosure in 10 days time anyway. In the meantime, we want to fill this puppy up with something or other. Eggs we've been doing. Chicken, meat bread, quail. These are all going to provide a food resource and production that we don't have, right? So I think we need to just have another enclosure for eggs. And I need to sell some bok choy for 8,000. We're already back up to 2,500 cabbage seedlings, and we are at 20 cucumber seedlings right now. Unlike the cabbage, which of course is going to be high volume, low price. adding up to, a large net gain. That's ready to harvest. That is ready to harvest. Just now ready to harvest. And I'm guessing your warning is probably you do not have equipment to do whatever. Not enough space. 73,000 more space in warehouse to get that harvest done. Holy crap, do we need additional. Cold storage is nice, but we need that upgrade. We need the storage space optimization. I wonder if I could do that now. I couldn't before, but things have changed at least a little bit. There is the storage space optimization. I need a second barn so we can do that one. So let's go ahead and get another barn. Do I also want to spend 30K and get this land so we can start expanding out that way? No, we will. It's silly to put that barn right there though. Will the barn fit here right across the street? Maybe. If it's just 30K though, let's buy that land, huh? 37, close enough. There you go. We're back to a square shaped anyway. I'm doing all my animal production up on this side of the road, so we will put the second barn on that side now that I have it. Okay, now we have electricity there. Takes care of that particular warning. And with the barn, we got 3 days till the current research is done. Got a lot going on right now. And we've got 1 month to take care of getting this harvest done. 1 month. Splitting up our production and using the refrigeration. Though I do think we're going to lose a little bit of it. But okay, research done. So storage space optimization, we'll see how much additional it gets us. It's only going to cost 8,000, and we'll wait that 5 days, expand the warehouses, and then go from there if we need additional warehouses. The first spot for a warehouse would then be right across the street from the field. In fact, I'm guessing that this one does not even have the range. No, it does not. Does this one have the range? Okay, yes. So in 3 days, this will be kind of our first one. I know we're going to need at least one more warehouse. Under the circumstances, it's guaranteed. The expansion is not going to give us that much more. Even if it doubles it, we're still going to be short by 50K, which means doubling this one would be 50K. So we'll get a warehouse built. That's a given. We'll put it down here. And I'm going to need power down here as well. Number should be decreasing by 25K. Alright, here we go. It's ready. $3,000. That's easy. But what's the expansion? 7,500 is all. And the refrigeration. 10K for the upgrades. Let's do it. Very important upgrades to have. Alright. Now we're down to 33K. 33. Really? 33K. 33K. That is how close we are. We need another warehouse, like literally right on site, right here. And then we are going to have to find a way to empty this one out. I'm not buying a fourth warehouse for this process, especially when we're down to 24,000, coming up on the turn of the season. And no, I went to the barn. Come on. We are so low on time. There's nothing in these. They are open. I mean, that's 100,000 cabbage storage space. It's 130,000 cabbage storage space. We don't have enough. That is insane. That is going to be so much. That is so much. It's going to sell for a ton. It is going to sell for a ton, but it's just bugging the hell out of me of how much it's costing us for the logistics side of it. No upgrades to this one. Absolutely none. I'm not putting another dollar into it. Okay, we also have some black currant that just got harvested. And it started. It started. And it's all being done manual. It's all being done manual. We do not have the machinery for a proper harvest. So here you go. By hand. We do have a truck and trailer. Makes it a lot easier so that they're not having to go manually. Though, of course, most of the warehouses are literally just right there. And it's a lot. I mean, every few seconds we're getting 300 or 400. It's a little less at the moment as they're getting further and further away from the tractor and trailer. Meanwhile, we still have 2 steps to go through here. We need to buy a small ostrich enclosure, but we don't have the cash. I'm going to wait on the cash. We'll see what happens here. This is going bad in a few days. We're not going to finish our cabbage harvest. Our first harvest is going to come up short. So many delays. If you watched back to last episode, we started the process in September a year back. It took us 15 months from that point forward to construct the field, to prep the field, to have enough seed. That's the big delay. There's that winter. Hasn't gone bad yet. Still getting some harvest done. The grass has already gone bad. The other fields are done for the year. Are they prepped, by the way? Fertilized, hibernating, raked. Still harvesting. Still letting us harvest for now. There might be a day come soon where it's just going to kill off the last half of the field, and the field will then have to be prepped for the spring. But for now, it's still letting us harvest, which is good. There's a ton of money coming in this harvest. But 4 times as long for 120 days should take well over a year before it's going to go bad, and that's just not the case right now. 84,000 cabbage in there right now. 1st of January, we've really lucked out that we started before the end of the season. It's really helping us cash in on this. But it looks like we're looking at about 160,000 worth of cabbage. And what's the sell price like for cabbage? It's exactly $2 per kilogram. So at 84,000, that's 100,000 now. We've got maybe 150,000 worth, which means we have an estimated 300,000 profit coming from this. Or not profit, because there was a lot of other expenses involved. But we're looking at 300K for one harvest. I'm going to use the auto trade. So we have cabbage. We have purchase. And we will sell above. They're getting fairly close, even though the snow is here. I think our temp employees should be long gone, but they are in the middle of this. Yeah, we still have 9 workers, even though it's well after their date. We really lucked out on the timing here. They're getting pretty close to done. Pretty close at 127,000. Remember, we're looking at ×2, so we're already looking at 260K and counting as the harvest continues. They've reached the end of the field in at least one area of it. Southwest corner of the field is nearly cleared out. It is now cleared out. Center of the field is very nearly cleared out, and now is cleared out. We're just looking at that southeast corner. That's all that's left. We're up to 140,000 and counting. Nearly done at 145,000, and the field is done. Trailer's not yet full. We're up to 146, so my estimate of 150 was pretty dang close. 146,608, and it's taking a lot of warehouses to drop this off. And there it goes. It's finally empty. 146,000, so very close to a $300,000 sell off here momentarily. When it's oh crap, folks! I was looking at cabbage. Cabbage is $2 per kilogram. Organic cabbage is $3 per kilogram. 3K per kilogram. Significantly more. That is significantly more. Logistics or farm owners building. Let's see how much more space we have. Oh, we have plenty more space. 75K right now between the two. So we need to wait until a bit more is loaded here because we are going to lower the price. They're moving 10K at a time, and we can only do the one delivery truck at the moment. Temp employees are gone, but the other employees, after a long rest, because that took them almost 2 months to harvest, they'll get a good night's sleep and then go harvest these other fields. Coming up on full 54K. No, we could still take one more. Take one more without going over. There we go, 72,000. All right, let's do our first. This is about half of it. Our first sell-off. 60,000 cabbage. Set. Mind blown. 177,000. And that's half of it. So, whoa, buddy. Oh, yeah. Okay, now checking in on our field. Harvest complete. But we have nothing doing on other tasks at the moment. Can we expect ground's frozen? I'm guessing we can't do anything. Field prep's going to have to start in the spring. One thing I could do, though, especially now that we have this huge cash injection, spend 13,000 on the irrigation system for the blackcurrant field, and a similar amount, I would imagine, 15,000 for the sorghum. Things are getting more automated, getting easier to work and maintain. And I mean, look at all the eggs and cow's milk that we have that we're about to sell off and make some additional profit from. We've only sold half of our cabbage field, so we've got a ton more money coming. So I would imagine that's going to come in a bit less. Still resting, it looks like. It might be time to hire an additional worker for fields. Permanent worker, that is. That gives us a third permanent field worker. And just like that, somebody's already gotten to it. I would imagine it's her. It is Aria Watts. I would venture to think that our, like, Ellen Cross, yeah, she must still be resting. Doesn't really show. Where's... Yeah, she's in the house. Oh, she's working on the gooseberry field now. She's done resting. Is she working there? There they are. They're not able to work on it right now because there's nothing... Yeah. Turn it off. Can I get them to go away? They're locked onto this field, it looks like. Spraying in progress. Can't do it because it's winter, so they're waiting for spring. So our one new employee, he's doing all the other work themselves. We can turn this one up to the full contingency of 12 for next year. Now with the money that we're starting to bring in, the peas harvest is done. So we'll sell off those peas, and there's another 68,000 organic cabbage. Down 5% is 298, but that still brings in another 200,000, and there's still 18,000 left. So we're talking about a close to $400,000 harvest for a 1 hectare field of organic cabbage. We are in the money. We are starting to earn some serious capital. That last bit will get moved. The price is now way down, but we still need to sell it off, but we need to keep a little bit. We'll let things happen naturally on that one. 3,000 seedlings will be enough to plant, but 90 cucumber seeds, I have no idea if that's enough. It's clearly at 400 per versus 10 per, right? It's a 40-to-1 difference. So if we're talking about field size, assuming that that's a 40-to-1 difference, you know, similarly, be 4,000 to 100. So we're a better ratio right now, but 90 just does not seem like enough for a giant field. But we'll find out. We'll find out what it needs when it gets to that point, which will not be until spring, which is already not that far off. 449,000 now. We could afford some things like a harvester for 300K, or some research to get some bonuses to be better at doing things. So let me see what is available to us, if anything, right now. Trading basic trade partners, going from 4 to 10, which would mean more contracts, 15K. Worth it. And then general, nothing there. So that's the last training we can do right now without things locked behind the campaign. Let's go ahead and sell those peas. and the organic cabbage, which has already rebounded a bit in price. I was telling cabbage to sell, but it doesn't. I'd rather not use this one. I'd rather keep paying for that one. But I would imagine that the creation process, if we use the organic cabbage to make cabbage seedlings, might have a better ratio, better turnout, require less to make more sort of thing. But that is another $60,000. Oh, I am so stoked now though with the progress that we have made. Crazy progress. So spring will be upon us soon. We sit on nearly $500,000, and that is literally just one harvest from our big field. With the year to come, with the resources we need, investing into some other things, I would imagine we can grow and develop pretty damn fast. That is going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.